Morning everyone, hope you guys having a great day. Today we are doing something a little bit different. We're doing a bit of a summary of our Orlando holiday in Walt Disney World and Universal Studios, where we were there for 3 weeks in September. And we thought we'd do a little bit of a video where we do our top fives of like food, restaurants, snacks, rides, all them things. So yeah, looking forward to this video. It's kind of the first video we've done, isn't it?
Yes.
So
At home.
So yeah, let's get into it. Excuse the cat as well if you can hear like a bell going on. He's roaming around somewhere. He's watching the birds outside. Right, let's get into it. So the first, excuse me.
Dirty.
So the first topic we want to talk about is ranking the Universal and Disney parks together and putting them in order, as in like a top 6.
Non-water parks as well.
Non-water parks. So I've got my list. Do you want to go first? Or
We've not looked at each of us.
Yes.
lists.
Oh yeah, that's another thing.
Independently.
Yeah, we've done it independently. So it's going to be a complete news to me what Beth's got and vice versa. So yeah, it's going to be exciting.
I feel like whatever you've put, I'm going to be like, oh, I want to have put that.
Oh yeah, there's going to be a bit of that, definitely.
Because it's
100%.
hard. Number 1.
Oh, we're going from number 1.
Shall we do number 1, 2, 2, like that?
No, I reckon we should go from the bottom to the top.
Oh,
Just
okay.
builds a little like tension, I reckon.
Oh no, okay. Number 6. And this is just based off this trip, not necessarily favourites, like the best experience we've had this trip. That's how I've done it. Is that how you've done it?
Yes,
Okay.
that's how I've done it.
So number 6 would be Epcot.
Wow, yeah, okay.
Purely because of the amount of construction there is there at the moment. Obviously there's Guardians, there's Ratatouille, there's Soaring, some of our favourites, but it's quite hard to manoeuvre around the park at the moment. And this was obviously September 22. It might be different when you're watching this, but there's just walls everywhere, isn't there?
Yeah.
There's no kind of, obviously you've got like the big Spaceship Earth as you walk in, but then around that it's just wall. You're just kind of being like, I don't know.
I know what you mean. You have to kind of go like round. There's a lot of work in that.
There's nothing to see outside the rides,
yeah.
and obviously the World Showcase. But
that put a down on it a bit for you.
But I love Epcot. It's just something I had to come 6. 5, as I'm doing it now, I feel conflicted, but I've put number 5 as Hollywood Studios.
Okay.
Galaxy's Edge is a huge highlight. Obviously, I've never been there, but I'm not a massive Star Wars person. So yeah, apart from that, as much as I love all the rides there, it just felt a bit like, I don't know, I'd seen a lot of it all before. Toy Story Land I've seen before. I don't know. I feel bad saying all the bad things, but because I do love Hollywood Studios. But again, something had to come 5th. 4th, I've put Magic Kingdom. I feel like Magic Kingdom's usually below Hollywood Studios, but I don't know, I feel like I appreciated it more this time. There's a couple of days where we literally just went and we're a bit more casual, a bit slower, went on the Fantasyland rides, like the small wait rides, that kind of thing, whereas usually we're like trying to get on the best, and it's rush and it's a bit chaotic.
Yeah.
And I really love like the shows, parade and the nighttime show, that kind of thing.
Wow. Right, okay.
Number 3, we've got Universal Studios. I just love Universal Studios. There's just a feeling of being there. You're just like a buzz in it.
Yeah.
Like, it's the music. The music gets you. The lands are themed. I feel really bad doing this because every one of them I really love, but then it just makes more sense as you go up to the top. But yeah, Universal Studios, love Universal. Obviously, I very much love Coke and Diet Coke, Coke Zero. And you can't go wrong with the fact you can have about 25 a day. And I do have about 25 a day. So that's always like a big plus for me. The food was really good. The only thing lacking this time at Universal is they didn't have like a parade or a nighttime show. I don't know if it was paused because of Halloween Horror Nights, because they had one there, but yeah. Number 2 is my favourite Disney park, Animal Kingdom. I just love Animal Kingdom. Just, again, it's just one of them where like the whole vibe is just great. The music's great. There wasn't really much new there, to be fair, was there?
No, there wasn't anything new this time. I think we like tried a few like different like food spots, didn't we? But the updated of the
Finding
Nemo show.
I love the Finding Nemo show.
Yeah, it's one of my favourites.
Yeah, we just love Animal Kingdom. It's just the best like time at Disney for me. And then number 1, you guessed it, Islands of Adventure. Mainly, again, it's just the Universal vibe. I absolutely love it. But then Hagrid's.
Yeah, you're a massive like Harry Potter and
I love Harry Potter and I love Jurassic Park.
Like,
yeah, they're my 2 favourite franchises. I think Jurassic Park a little bit more, then followed by Harry Potter. So just being like around like the Jurassic music and then being like within Hogsmeade, getting the fudge and Hagrid's and Velocicoaster. Just
you like it how it's like together. The lands are together.
Just had to be my number 1 this time.
Right, okay. Mine's completely different. So number 6 for me is Universal Studios. I put that at bottom. I had to put someone at bottom, and just purely because I'm judging it based on the overall view of the park. There's one being nothing new there when we went. Secondly, no parade.
So I'm just still in shock.
Second, no parades. Third, no nighttime show. I just feel with the roller coasters that they've introduced into Islands of Adventure, it desperately needs it for me, in my opinion. So that's why I put Universal Studios at number 6. Number 5, I put Epcot, so pretty close to yours, weren't it? Number 6. Again, just like with the construction going on, I've never like worn to Epcot 100%. I don't know what it is.
Just something that needs to tie it all together, isn't there? That I can't put a finger on.
I like the fireworks are harmonious. I know they've got rid of it now, but that was our favourite fireworks show. But I enjoy like going around the countries and eating food and that, but I just want a bit more. So hopefully that central bit will just connect it all together a bit better.
It's all quite separate as well, like the Guardians and like everything's great but separate. And then like the land, it's just, I love soaring, but after that. Yeah.
Number 4, I put Islands of Adventure. Even though it's got the 2 brand new roller coasters, again, it's going to my point of with Universal Studios, how there's no parades, there's no shows whatsoever.
There was a nighttime show with the castle.
Yeah, I mean like during the day shows. But that nighttime castle, that was lucky I remember that being like odd days, and like I said, no night spectacular, no like restaurants in there in that park. Don't get me wrong, I love like Velocicoaster, I love the Harry Potter land, but again going around the overall park, it needs a bit more as an overall thing. Number 3, Hollywood Studios. I put that. Did you put that at number 5?
It was my 3rd Disney park, but then it's number 5.
So we never experienced Galaxy's Edge. I thought that was amazing. That is the best themed land in around Orlando by a mile, in my opinion, because obviously the closest thing to compare it to is the Harry Potter lands, but with this you've got the characters roaming around the park, you've got the August Cantina cocktail bar. It's just got a bit more. The ride is incredible. But yeah, I really enjoyed Hollywood Studios. Excuse me, this cork's like going right through me. You hear that go down?
His tummy just like... Rrr.
It's that Toy Story 2 when the scene goes... and then cheese puffs.
That's enough.
Yeah, I really enjoyed Hollywood Studios this time. Excellent. And it's got a lot of my favourite rides there, which we'll move on to.
It feels like 4, 5 and 6 feels like really mean.
I know, but they're all good,
top 3,
really good parks.
Just because I wanted to say positive things, but...
Yeah. Number 2, Magic Kingdom. You could argue that there's nothing new there when we went.
But yeah, we did appreciate it more, didn't we?
Yeah, just everything's just brilliant. Like all the rides, the atmosphere. Again, I've judged it on the overall park. Like the food options and like the parade, the fireworks. It's just got everything for everybody, and like the rides are just like it's just like nostalgic, and it's just the snacks.
We'll get to that.
Mickey's Not So Scary Party that we did, great park. Number one for me, it'll be always hard to knock it off the top, Animal Kingdom. Just love that place. Just love the vibe, just seeing the animals like roaming around the park.
I like dancing as well.
I like dancing in Africa. I love the rides, you know, so you got Pandora, Expedition Everest is one of my favourites, Kilimanjaro Safaris. I just love that park, and it just needs something just a bit at night, doesn't it? But what a fantastic park. It just blends all together like really nicely, except for Disneyland USA, but everything else in my opinion is like amazing.
And bring back Mickey's Jam and Jungle Parade. Bob Iger, I'm talking directly to you.
Give a thumbs up if you love Mickey's Jam and Jungle Parade, if you can remember. That was a long one. Right, okay, going into Disney rides. Top 5 Disney rides. I think this is going to be like not as close. Yeah, not as close. So we've got 4 parts to choose from here. So my number 5, you'd be like surprised with this one. Kilimanjaro Safaris.
I'm not surprised.
I just love it. I think it's just brilliant.
It was my number 6.
It's one of them rides you appreciate more and more as you get older. The more times you go, it's great. Like seeing all the animals roam around. Obviously, it's not the same ride twice, 3 times. Around times you go. Best time to go on it is in morning or just before it shuts, because the animals are roaming around a bit more freely. It's a long ride. It's like for half an hour. I just love it. It's so good. What's your number 5?
My number 5 is Tower of Terror. An oldie but a goodie. It's one of the staple ones that I just love every single time, and it's the only ride that genuinely scares me.
Okay, number 4 for me is Flight of Passage. What a ride. Again, another Animal Kingdom ride. Buzzing. It's just like amazing. The smells. It's just a good ride, isn't it? I can't explain it. Obviously it's like soaring but with 3D glasses. It's just like brilliant. Love it.
My number 4 is Expedition Everest.
Yeah, okay.
It's always been one of our favourites, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It's that bit where you go backwards in the dark, and I don't know what it does, and I always said I'd love to see a lights on version of that and see what it actually looks like, because I have no idea whether it goes up, down, whether I'm spinning, but it almost feels like you go down and then up again, but then you're faster. The bit that I think you go up feels faster, so I'm like, well, it can't be going up. I don't know what happens when it goes dark.
I think it's just like a helix, but it feels like you're going upside down a bit.
It's weird. And then the long drop. I just love Everest. Yeah,
I've got that as number 3.
Same reasons?
Yeah, pretty much. I just love, like, right from the start, like the theming of it. Like, obviously the expedition of like going on a trek. You get to see all like the artifacts and stuff like that, don't you? Of, like the Yeti. Like I said, the ride's just incredible. Yeah, I always feel like when you see the Yeti at the end, like
it's gonna get you.
It's so close to you, isn't it? Yeah, I duck every time. I think he's gonna swipe my head off.
And the views you get from up, like when you're going up, when you're chucking.
Yeah.
Good views.
Yeah, brilliant.
Leave a comment if you've ever thrown a bobble on the side when you go up, with the the bit where the the track
There's
stops.
loads, isn't there?
I've done it twice. Bobble, hair tie, whatever you call it.
Yeah.
Tell me in the comments.
Do you prefer the front or the back? I'd probably go on the front.
I like the front on that ride. Usually I like the back of roller coasters, but the front's good because of the
whip
the backward thing.
Backwards. Yeah.
The whip. Number 3 for me, Rise of the Resistance. It's got to be up there. Just 100%. Like the theme in there. Like I said, I'm not a massive Star Wars person, but the theming is just unreal. The only regret I've got is we didn't get to sit in the front row. We sat in the back row every time. I think the front row would have been better.
Yeah, we didn't. Did we?
My favourite bit for me is when you're going like past the cannons and the cannons are above you.
Oh yeah. I've got that as number 2. Same what Beth was saying, like unbelievable theming. I love the queue bit before you go into the jail bit. Like, what do you call them? Like the bad guys
kind of thing.
Yeah, like the bad guys, like
talking,
like they get mean to you and stuff like that. It just adds another element of like theming and taking to another world and that, doesn't it? Yeah, fantastic ride. Awesome.
My number 2?
Your number 2, yeah.
My number 2 is Flight of Passage.
Yeah.
Just for the smells, like it. I genuinely feel emotional on that ride. And I'm not an emotional person, but like I always feel like I'm like really immersed in it. It's like so immersive, and then when it kind of ends and it goes, you're like, oh yeah, I'm on a ride. Like the smells, and it's the bit right at the end when you like land on that branch. You can feel it, like you can feel the movement, and you're just kind of like looking out on the scenery. Just I think with Flight of Passage for me, why it's not higher is that bit where you queue. Do you know when there's that pre-show?
Oh, so boring. It's so boring.
We have to wiggle.
Yeah, it goes woo,
and it goes
woo, woo, like connecting to an avatar. It's like, I just want to go on ride now. You know what I mean? That's the only bit. It's just like, and then you go in another one.
We don't really like pre-shows, but we know why there's It's all to regulate the crowds and the queue and stuff. But it's not we're not.
Yeah, I just want to get on.
We're not that bothered about pre-shows.
I love the like walkthrough. And then I just want to get on.
For the Rise of Resistance, it feels like there's about 5 different pre-shows.
Yeah.
But it's part of it.
They're all a bit different though, aren't they?
And we don't have the dinosaur one.
Yeah, we don't have the dinosaur.
Hello there.
Oh, it's alright. I'm literally like, my face is like up to the door to like...
We like run to the door, we're like open,
please open. Number one for me is Tower of Terror.
Oh my goodness.
Tower of Terror. Now, I used to be so scared of this ride when I was a kid.
You've messed up here. You've not got my number 1 on your list.
Really? Oh no. I used to be so scared of this ride when I was younger. Like, I still do. But first time I went on it was 16 and I loved it. Every time like you go to Hollywood Studios to ride Tower of Terror, you still get the nerves. You get that, oh no, and the theming of it. And again, it's not the same ride like twice. You know, it's got different variations, but you get a real buzz off it when you come off it. It's like, it's just an awesome ride. It'll take a lot to knock it off my number 1 spot.
Do you know what my number 1 is?
So you've done Flight of Passage, Rise of Resistance.
I'll tell you.
Is it Splash?
No. Number 1 this time.
Oh.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh right, wow, okay.
We do.
That's not even in my top 5.
I know, that's what I was saying.
I know, yeah.
Do you feel silly about that?
No, I did think about it. That for me is just missed out on my top 5. Yeah, like 6 border.
It was a brand new ride for us.
Yeah.
It's the highlight of Epcot. I don't know if that kind of makes it stand out more, that really high above everything else at Epcot.
Yeah.
I didn't expect like the way you go backwards. I didn't expect quite a lot of things. Guardians of the Galaxy we really like anyway, don't we?
Oh,
We've just watched the 3rd film this week. Yeah, I just love it.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Just like the first time I rode it, I was like, whoa.
That was a good thing as well. When we first rode it, we never watched any POVs, so it was a complete brand new experience.
I knew there was a backwards launch, but I almost forgot because of the way it kind of immerses you in, and when it starts to switch back, and you're like, oh.
Yeah, the ride is so smooth, it's like it's unbelievable, isn't it? Wow, yeah. Number 1.
Number 1.
Fair enough. Right, okay. Universal rides. Top 5. Let's have it. Do you want to go first?
Okay, and this one might surprise you a little bit.
Right, okay. I think I've got a few surprises as well.
It wasn't in my top last time we went, but I've said number 5 to be Escape from Gringotts.
Okay.
I feel like I just appreciated it more again this time. Front row's always so much better.
Miles better.
Good thing about that ride as well is you can do the single riders and it's just so much easier. You can skip the pre-show, am I right?
Yeah, massive.
You just go straight in, so you're not having to like have that, oh come on about it. Although the theming of the queue and stuff is just next level. It's unreal.
Brilliant.
I actually went on my own at one point because you guys went on ET and I'm scared of ET. I went on my own.
Did you get front row on that one?
Yeah, I got front row. Front row
is like...
It's like 10 times, but I think that's the problem. Similar to Rise of Resistance this time. Last time we kept getting back row. We didn't get the best row, but like front row feels like a completely different ride, so much better.
Yeah.
But again, I just absolutely love Harry Potter, so.
Okay, so number 5 for me is Men in Black. It's just one of them rides that I just love. Like, it's a shooting ride. I just want to get the best score on it.
Watching the other car flip round.
Yeah, mates are like on the other car on the other try, and you spin them around and see them get frustrated. It's great. It's fun. Like, it's funny. It's just, really good ride for me. And the single rider on that ride is phenomenal.
Just watch it.
Just sort of straight on. I think because it's like a 3-3, I think it just works like normally it's like 2s or 4s, isn't there? And you can just
We're a big fan of
you literally
riders.
just like jump on every time. We usually go round and round like 2-3 times, don't we?
Yeah. Number 4 for me is Kong.
Right, okay, yeah.
This is again scares me, but that's just because of the actors in the walls. But there was no actors in the walls this
No,
time.
they weren't, no.
They must have realised that it's too scary. Kong's again another one of my like favourite. It's like my favourite kind of genre, if that's a genre. Do you know, like your kind of Kongs?
Yeah.
Big beast dinosaur kind of thing. Obviously there's dinosaurs on Kong, aren't they? But yeah, I just love it. The queue is like really well themed as well. You feel like you're proper in it. I like the way you go around, like the round to go inside, and then
that's cool.
all the show inside, and then the massive Kong animatronic at the end. I remember the first time we saw that and we were like blown away, weren't we?
Yeah, what was that?
Oh my god, he's real. That's Kong. I know him.
I know him. Number 4 for me is The Mummy, Universal Studios. It's just another ride that I just love so much. And when we went, we were quite lucky as well because they had long refurb. And when we went on it, we were going through like rehearsals. But yeah, what they've done to it, obviously you can see like they've got some new line effects and stuff like that. And yeah, it's just a brilliant ride.
Again, it's my number 3, just the same reasons as you, really.
I just love that launch that goes up into his like mouth, like, and then it's one of them rides you don't know because it's so dark. You don't know. You kind of forget which way it's going to turn.
It's quite like you have a few like fast bits as well that are fun. I do love a roller coaster.
Yeah. Okay, number 3 for me is Forbidden Journey, Islands of Adventure. Again, it's just a so unique ride. I just love it. How it just throws you around. How you're like on the broomstick, like the Quidditch scene when you see like all the scary characters and stuff.
Scary
like
characters.
Yeah, like the dragon and Death Eaters. Is that what they are?
The
ones with the black like cloak thing. Dementors. Brilliant ride. So good. And the queue is class as well. Like going into Hogwarts Castle, pretty special.
I've seen your top 2 and I was looking at
No.
and it's exactly the same as my top 2. So our second is Velocicoaster. It's just super thrilling, isn't it?
It was more thrilling than I thought. It was quite intense. I had tears in my eyes, like how intense it was, how fast it was.
Obviously I had my eyelashes on when I was away as well, and I was like, I remember thinking halfway through, my eyelashes aren't going to survive this. It's too fast. And I think the first thing I said was like, my eyelashes still on. But
it took me by surprise. We sat on the front row, so there's a separate queue towards the end to wait for the front row, which is nice. That was good to sit on the front, like you just see everything and going around that bit with the corkscrew and your head's like nearly touching the lake. It's like, sorry, am I boring you? It's just like so good. And that top hat moment where it goes the second quickest launch and it goes into the top hat. Wow.
The front row is really good, but because it's a launch coaster anyway, if you're on the second row or the back row, I reckon it'd be the same all the way down. But front row is good just to see it all.
Number 1, Hagrid's. That is.
Yeah, it was the first ride we went on when we first landed as well.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
And it was at night time, and it was like amazing.
What a ride! Just a bit good that we didn't ride it on the front row on that one. It's just potluck on that one, isn't it? There's not a separate queue. But my goodness, what a ride. The theming.
It's really fast in some parts.
Yeah.
But so smooth, like fast but not scary with it. It's just kind of gradual and
so good. Like when you're on the motorbike, you prefer in the cart, don't you?
Yeah.
What do you guys prefer? Do you prefer being in the cart or on the motorbike? I prefer being on the motorbike, but
I don't know. I just feel a bit more comfy and just like I can enjoy it rather than I don't know. I just prefer the car.
Good. And the motorbike noises just like gives me goosebumps. It's just brilliant. Why do you think that's number 1 for Velocicoaster? In your opinion?
Theming.
Yeah, it's same theming in it. Right, what should we go on to next subject?
Snacks, you said? Did you?
Snacks. Right,
snacks across the whole holiday.
All mashed up now, so yeah, snacks, top 5, Universal and Walt Disney World. So number 5.
Number 5 for me was Voodoo Donuts.
Oh yeah.
And my favourite was maple cream.
I can't remember what my favourite was.
It was a bit like, do you know that Biscoffy type thing?
Oh.
It was like an icing on there. It was like, well, it's maple, isn't it? And then it had like a big cream filling. So that was my number 5.
My 5 was in Epcot when we did the Food and Wine Festival, and I got a warm chocolate pudding cake served with Irish cream liquor custard. It was incredible. It was so nice. Oh, I can taste it now. It was just like when you spoon it, just like you just cut it. It was just like butter, and it was like in that warm custard, like magical.
My number 4 was the pizza pretzel in like the Marvel area, but yeah, it was like pretzel with like marinara sauce stuffed in the middle of it, and it had like cheese and pepperoni on top.
Yeah, that was pretty good. That
it was really good. Our friends had it and we were like, I think we must not have been hungry at the time. I think we got a churro or something instead.
Yeah.
And then we went back on that last day that we did like a wrap up of everything. I was like, we'll have to go and get one. And don't regret it.
My number 4 is Voodoo Donuts. Same with Beth, like the donuts.
Which one though?
I don't know. I can't remember which one, but there was a lot there. The donuts, I just loved. Like we went. How many times did we go? About 3.
I think you like
the
maple cream as well.
Yeah, got a different donut every time, and just incredible. Like the donuts.
That mangoey one that you had was nice.
Oh yeah. I'll try to put some pictures in and stuff like that, but that is like when you're done in the parks, just get to Voodoo Donuts and order some donuts.
When they went to Halloween Horror Nights and I just like went on with Voodoo Donuts, I was like, I've got no regrets. Number 3?
Yeah, number 3.
Spring roll, Magic Kingdom. We both have different favourites of this, I think. I liked the 50th anniversary one.
Yeah.
What was the other one?
The cheeseburger rolls.
Which is weird because cheeseburgers like my favourite food, and the 50th ones were a bit more like a pizza-y kind of one, and that's your favourite food, but we liked each other's. But yeah, I can't remember what it was in it, but I liked the sauce from the cheeseburger one, so I was dipping it in that sauce, but we got like mixed. And they're both really good, but the 50th anniversary ones.
Number 3 for me is the Tachos in Toy Story Land.
Oh, okay.
That's basically potato barrels coated with beef and bean chili, shredded cheese, and signature Quesco with tomatoes and corn chips, finished with sour cream and a sprinkle of green onions. That is amazing. Like, if you're going Toy Story Land, Woody's Lunchbox, please order the Tachos. It's
Woody's
incredible.
Lunchbox is amazing anyway, but it's just, you cannot sit down, and you have to like one of you like hunt for a seat when you go in the queue, but the person looking for a seat is very unlikely to even get a seat.
Yeah, you have to be on
and
the
there's
A
not
game.
really anywhere to like sit nearby. It's not...
The food there's banging. You need to either go there like really early lunch or like a really late lunch.
Number 2 for me was the 3 cheese beignet in France at the Epcot
Food and Wine Festival.
Festival.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
It was really good. I'd never had a beignet, and I feel like I've still not had a beignet because I feel like I should have a sweet one, but I just love cheese. I love pastry, and it was cheese, and it was like really like warm, gooey sauce, gooey cheese.
Oh yeah, wasn't it?
Very good.
My number 2 was 50th celebration special treat, and this was in Typhoon Lagoon, and this was the ice cream sand pale sundae.
It was an
Oh my god!
It took 4 of us to eat it, didn't it?
Yeah. So this had vanilla and birthday cake flavoured soft serve,
You've done some research.
iridescent sprinkles, waffle corn pieces, rainbow cake, hot fudge, caramel sauce, whipped cream, and a cherry on top. 50th anniversary like chocolate. It was honestly, nobody said anything. There were 4 of us.
It was really
didn't
good,
talk.
but the warm and the cold for me throws me off a little bit because I've got sensitive teeth. So I did really enjoy it, but I just kind of like focused on like the cream and the warm, but yeah, it was really good.
It was so good. I could eat that now.
My number 1 was in Hogsmeade, the fudge.
Oh yeah.
I was struggling between this and the beignet as my number 1.
I can taste it now.
The cookie dough in particular, cookie dough fudge, and it was one of like my favourite kind of memories where we all just went under the outdoor seating area, and we all just like sat in a big circle and just didn't talk and just went because we all had a piece of fudge each, didn't we?
Yeah.
It was well good.
So good.
So good.
So my number 1 is the cheeseburger rolls.
I knew it was going to be.
and the 50th celebration spring rolls. So the 50th celebration spring rolls, which were my personal favourite, was the pastrami and pepper jack served with mustard dipping sauce.
The mustard dipping sauce is what I liked for the 50th. The sauce you had was made for the cheeseburger spring rolls, whereas I liked the sauce that was made for
the mustard dipping sauce. Where I preferred the one with the cheeseburger spring rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so good.
The way it was meant to be.
We went twice to get them again because they were that good.
Not many things went back twice.
No,
Fudge was twice, wasn't it?
Voodoo Donuts, but yeah, that was so good. If you're going into, it's just before you get into Adventureland, it's like a stall on the right hand side. Check it out. You won't be disappointed. Right, what next? Drinks?
Yep.
So the drinks in, again, Universal, Walt Disney World, non-alcoholic and alcoholic drinks. So number 5, I've gone for the Ford's Garage. This was the Don's mum. So this was Don Julio Blanco, Grand Marnier, blackberry puree, lemon juice, lime juice, and pure cane syrup. I can taste it now. That was so good. I just remember drinking it and just be like, this is so refreshing. This is so nice. Really good. Yeah.
My number 5, bit basic, but I enjoyed having that wine in Wine Bar George.
Yeah.
Pinot Grigio. I'm a wine person. Obviously, mainly cocktails that were drunk and stuff, but I do really like wine, and I remember just being like, I need to have a wine, and I had Pinot Grigio, and I really enjoyed that.
Oh, that's good. Number 4 for me was the Surf Rider at the Sandbar at Surfside Inn Hotel in Universal Studios. So this was a rum cocktail, Castillo Silver rum and blackberry brandy.
In this cup?
Yeah, it was like a creme de banana of some sort, and pineapple. I remember drinking that at the bar at night. I even told the bartender, that was incredible. That was so good. It was so tasty. I think it was the banana, the cream thing. It just boosted it.
I remember liking my drink there, but I remember them giving it us very, very fast, so I suspected it was pre-made, and I think that put me off.
Yeah, but I'm not bothered about it. As long as the taste is banging, I'm not bothered.
My number 4 was Typhoon, which we got in O'Brien's, the night where you had all the hurricanes and you got very drunk. So it was like a peach and a vodka one. Because me and Luce at opposite ends of the table, it was quite loud. You won't assume what I was drinking, I suppose.
No. It was good atmosphere though.
But yeah, that was my number 4.
Number 3 for me, I've put the Freestyle Machine, Universal Studios.
Oh, what? I didn't know you put that in.
It's a drink, in it? It's
I'm change for number 1.
There's a Coca-Cola Freestyle Machine, and it's got all different flavours. You've got vanilla, orange, there were lemon flavoured drinks. Oh, it was so good, and it's just such a good deal. I've done a little bit of research, and it was $16 for 2 cups to basically just get your souvenir cup, and then that would see you through for the day, and then after each day it's $10 per day per person, which I think is a really good deal because you can see in the bottles of Coke in the parts they're $5-6. So just having, and these, do you call them tumblers or something? They're massive. So if you have 2 of them, you've made your money.
We use them I use them every time I go on a long car journey. I fill it up. My number 3 was the B-Spin Fizz at August Cantina.
Right, okay.
That was the one that was sparkly.
Yeah, was it a reddish, dark red colour?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was
thin glass.
You'd had it, I think.
Yeah.
It was it's like a cone glass. It was sparkly, so that's a plus.
What did you like about it? Did you just like the
really
look of it?
Refreshing. And the only thing I was going to add was I had 2. One was like a blue milk Cove cocktail, and I was really struggling between them 2 as my number 3. I couldn't have had a lot of them, whereas the B-Spin Fizz I could have, so that's how I got to number 3.
Okay, fair enough. So my favourite cocktail was again from August Cantina in Star Wars Galaxy Edge, and that was the Dagobah Slug Slinger. That was tequila, how do you say that? Bold Blue Curacao?
I don't know how to say that. It's one of them words that I never know how to say. Curacao.
Citrus juices, ginger, herbs and bitters. That drink was incredible.
I actually hated it. I remember being like that.
It had proper a long herb sticking out of it. but the drink was so refreshing. It was like really, really nice. My favourite cocktail of the holiday. Like, it was really, really good.
My number 2 was again, August Cantina. The fuzzy tone. Again, it was the first time we went, and there was like 6 of us, and we were all quite like chaotic, and we were so I don't think we really kind of saw each other's drinks the same way we did apart from that.
We were a bit giddy in there, weren't we?
Yeah, we were a bit giddy. And then Elle got like something that was basically food. It was like jelly.
Yeah, like blue jelly thing, weren't it?
Yeah, that was weird. So I had a bit of that, but that was good. Anyway, off topic. But that again was a vodka-based drink, and we'll put all the ingredients there. I think it definitely had vodka. It definitely had like peach taste to it. But yeah, that's just kind of my go-to cocktail style.
Yeah, August Cantina is like
everything you have. It's like nice.
Amazing. It is very pricey in there, so be warned about that.
But Disney is.
But like, make sure you like booking as soon as possible. You've got to be on the ball with this one, aren't you? Like booking in.
Oh my god, yeah.
It's hard work.
We ended up going like 9 in the morning, didn't we? We had cocktails at 9 in the morning.
So
we were with our friends.
But I think you're only allowed a maximum of 2 drinks in there, and you're allowed a stay of 45 minutes, is it? Mm-hmm. Something like that. So yeah, keep that in mind. But definitely worth doing once at least, I think. Or just get 1 cocktail. But yeah, just let you know, you can spend a lot of money in there very fast. My number 1, this was incredible.
Ooh. This
was at the Mickey's Not So Scary party.
Right.
And this was the Grave Digger milkshake.
Oh, yeah. I was wondering if you put that as your snack. I didn't know it was a snack.
Let me tell you what we're inside this. Coconut and matcha milkshake topped with mixed berry whipped cream. And it had a Grave Digger shovel and a chocolate gravestone. So you can get this at the Sleepy Hollows area, just near the Haunted Mansion. But wow, what a milkshake that were. That was incredible. It just took me to the highest highs, and then when I finished it, I brought it down to lows. No, I brought just back down to the happiest place on earth when I bought. It was so good. The only disappointing thing was I had it just at the end of the party. If it weren't, I would have gone again and got another one. If you're doing Mickey's Not So Scary this year, please get that if it's on, because it's so good.
My number 1 it was at Nomad Lounge. It was when we got them takeaway cocktails, and we thought we were going to die because we thought there was aliens coming to the earth. We didn't. And just to make the effort, because Lucy's done it throughout his, I've just googled the ingredients. So it was Malibu pineapple rum, Leblon Kachayka.
What's this drink? Is it
Sleeping Lizard?
Yeah, Sleeping Lizard.
With orange. Yeah. Passion fruit and mango juices. They were really good.
Yeah.
People asked me what I had. They were like, what's that? Because obviously we had it outside.
I got something, I can't remember mine, but I tried best from like
you were
yours.
Disappointed.
Yeah, I was gutted I didn't get best. Yours were really, really nice. We went there twice, and I think that was the best cocktail.
Of them, yeah.
Yeah, of them all. So, yeah. Very good. Restaurants now.
Shall I do mine?
I think this could be
all over the place.
Do you want to go first with 5?
Yeah. So number 5, I've gone for a breakfast. The kitchen at Hard Rock.
Yeah.
I love breakfast.
Are you a foodie?
I'm a foodie.
Well, that's food.
It's just my favourite meal of the day. But in saying that, it's quite samey. Quite a lot of places you go. But this was my best breakfast, so it definitely had to make the list. There was an omelette station, which was really good.
Yeah, that was fab, wasn't it?
It was just really good throughout. I think we had an orange juice, they had a big pastry station thing. It was really quiet in there, which was strange. But it's a bit out the way, I suppose. But yeah. We also went to Bournemouth for breakfast, but I can't remember it that well, which is making me think I must not have loved it as much.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my number 5.
My number 5, we weren't in here that long, but really enjoyed it. And this is Topolino's at Disney's Riviera. Was that the day we were doing a bit of a Skyliner crawl? And it wasn't planned really, was it? We just wanted to just have a look around the resort because we were brand new when we went back. It was peckish.
We shared it, didn't we?
Yeah, all we had was this pasta dish, and we had a couple of drinks, and that pasta dish, oh my god.
It's my number 4.
It was so good.
It's my number 4.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
But how mad is it?
I can't remember what it was. It was just pasta. It was just like...
I know, but how mad is it how we didn't have a dish each and then just shared one and that's in our top 5?
Yeah.
It's crazy. I'd like to go back again, definitely. Would you? And like have a proper
meal, yeah.
nice meal.
It was really, really nice. And then we got drunk and nearly did DVC.
But we didn't.
But we didn't.
That's for another day. My number 4, back to the kitchen. I really loved that. That was like
interesting.
Really good.
So we've got the same 4 and 5, but it's the other way around.
Yeah. The breakfast there were really good. They had all like different options, like cereal, the donuts, like all the savoury stuff. They had, like all your hot foods, sausages, whatever you can think of, they had it. Like Beth said, the omelette station, really good. Like you can just pick like whatever you want in your omelette, and the chef like cooks it dead fresh. I thought the price of it as well was really good, and the location of where it is at Hard Rock Cafe. It's only like 5-10 minute walk.
It's not Hard Rock Cafe, it's Hard Rock Hotel.
Oh, sorry, Hard Rock Hotel. Yeah.
I want to know where it was, but right at the entrance of Universal Studios, literally as at the arches, you just turn right and there's like another security, which is where people come in from that hotel. It's just literally down there. Yeah,
really good. It's right next to the pool. Yeah, the kitchen, it's a very good place to start your day at Universal Studios for sure.
So my top 3 are really, really close knit, so don't overthink where the placements are. Number 3, I'm even like...
Tension. Whew. What is it? Please tell me.
I'm going to say Garden Grill.
Yeah, that's mine. Number 3.
Is it?
Yeah, Garden Grill.
It was my number 2 and I've just changed it on the spot. But yeah, number 3 is Garden Grill.
Yeah. This was the only character dining experience we did on this holiday. The characters were spot on, weren't they? The food was so good, weren't it? Starting off with that
mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese, and then like the breads
mash.
with the honey butter.
Yeah, that bread. The bread's what won me, to be honest.
I want it now.
It's like really warm and like,
It's so good, wasn't it? It brought salad as well, but we're
Remember
like, we don't want it. We don't want
laughed
it.
at the salad.
Yeah, no, but then
we loved it.
Yeah, no, we dived into it. We're like, actually, that's really good, really refreshing. But I think all the ingredients from the
even the veg
the
and
lamb.
stuff, and like I remember like the chicken. I'm not keen on chicken on the bone, so I think I just chopped like the outskirts of it. But I remember it touched my mash, and then that sauce on my mash. Everything, yeah.
What else
really
were
good.
there? The like lamb, was it?
There was a beef.
Beef, yeah. For dessert we had like a short
They're
bread.
like strawberry and cream shortbread. It's really fresh, like the perfect dessert for when you've had a big meal.
We struggled to get in there, didn't we? Booking it through the My Business Experience.
I did it all. I followed all the rules, the way you're supposed to book it when you're still at home, like the 60 days. And I thought maybe it's 30 days. Didn't work. I just could not get it.
Yeah.
So we were buzzing because it was the day after the hurricane as well. So we were a bit like deflated that we'd lost quite a few days because it was like one of our last days, and we ended up going at like 11:30 in the morning, and it was so
we just walked up to the restaurant as soon as it opened. So if you really want to go and can't get a reservation, just go up as soon as it opens, and then they'll fit you in, they'll squeeze you in, definitely.
Well, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
Don't hold us to it.
But yeah, just be the first ones there at the restaurant. I'm sure they'll squeeze you in.
What's your number 2?
Number 2 for me was Ohana at Polynesian Resort. Oh, that was so good. So that was a family buffet restaurant.
It wasn't buffet, it was family dining. So like they put it on.
Similar
to Garden Grill, they just keep bringing it to the table.
Yeah. The food there was just phenomenal. Did they have like noodles and the chicken, and I just liked the setting as well.
Again, even the veg was so good.
And they had like a live entertainer on playing like music. You could see Cinderella's castle in the distance. It was just really nice atmosphere. The food was spot on. Really good, weren't it? I'd like to do that again.
It was amazing.
Yeah, highly recommend that place, definitely.
My number 2 is Ford's Garage.
Oh!
I had the chicken macaroni and cheese. I love macaroni and cheese anyway, so it's a bit basic, but it was just so good. So good. You said your cocktail from there. I remember not liking my cocktail. I think it had bits in it, and I was a bit like, I think I had that fries on the side and stuff. But yeah, I would definitely go back there again. It was just right outside the outlet malls. You just have to cross the street. But I'm just going to swing into my number 1. My number 1 was Ohana Polynesian. Okay. That was just one of like a really good night as well, because like we had a Typhoon Lagoon day, so we were quite relaxed, and we went there and then watched the fireworks on the beach. It's just that was top meal for me. What's your number 1?
My number 1's Ford's Garage.
Yay!
That burger over there was phenomenal. Highly recommend going there. The service were brilliant. I remember the service were really good. She came over like with some beers. Do you know
She ID'd me as well, which I quite liked.
Like we sampled all the beers that were on, like just little samples. She didn't have to do that. I didn't ask for it. I just remember the burger that I had. I think it was like a Barson burger. Oh, it was so juicy.
I think I'd get a burger if I want again.
Yeah, and I think, do you know when I'm talking about like we've got like cocktails, I'd probably just get a milkshake and burger. I don't know why we didn't do that. I bet the milkshake's really good there.
We were out.
Because we were out, yeah. But yeah, if you're going shopping at the Premium Outlet Pals, definitely book into Flo's Garage because yeah, you won't regret it. It's a great place. I think our cat's just come in. You hear that?
My son.
Hello.
Hello.
Are you coming on the vlog?
Hello, beautiful boy. Come here, you.
No, it's running away.
He said he's shy.
Shy.
Next one, it was characters.
Characters. Have you based this on like this trip or like
This trip.
a bit of a mixture of
This
like,
trip.
This trip, okay.
It's probably quite different to my favourite characters, like top 5. But
Okay, so go on. Dive into number 5.
number 5 is Daisy Duck in Epcot.
Oh yeah, that was cute.
I quite liked. We had like some girl pics.
Yeah. Did she have like a chef outfit on?
Yeah, she had a chef outfit
Yeah.
on.
For
She's
Food and
cute.
Wine Festival.
I really like Daisy.
Yeah. She was at the
International Gateway.
International Gateway, that's it, yeah.
She's just cute.
Yeah.
I just liked her. She was
Yeah.
just cute.
You had a bit of girls' time, weren't
And
you?
girls' time with girl pics.
My number 5 is Sully at Hollywood Studios. Love meeting the
Matching
guy.
socks.
Yeah, I got Monsters University socks before I met him, and they were buzzing. But he gives the best hugs. He just like
No,
smothers you.
Baymax is the best.
Oh yeah,
hugger ever.
Baymax is like a good like hugger, but Sully's like up there, like a furry big cuddle. Like he's the man. He's the man you gotta see.
My number 4 is Mexican Donald. Always loved Mexican Donald, but I've met him probably the most character meet that I've ever had, so I didn't want to put it too high. But he is number 1, you're right. Donald is number 1. We'll like just pass him, we're like, should we meet Donald's? It's just, he is one of our favourite characters, if not our favourite.
Yeah.
My close second, I think.
Did you put him 4th?
But this trip.
Oh, this trip, right?
This
okay.
trip. This is what I mean. This isn't my favourite characters. This is my favourite character meets from this trip.
Right, okay.
So yeah, that was my 4th.
My 4th is Mickey Mouse. I had to slip him in there, didn't I? But like just meeting Mickey is just like
Which
buzzing.
one is time?
I like meeting him when he's in his safari gear. Do you know when Minnie's there as well? Like, I don't know, you just like have a good chat about, you know, adventures and stuff like that. And get some good pics and that, don't you?
My number 3 is Mickey Mouse, but the first time we saw him at Garden Grill. Because they came round twice while we were at Garden Grill. The first time he was like...
Bit tired,
And
yeah.
we're like, oh, we're going tomorrow. And he was like, what? And
Mickey's like...
We got some pics.
Mickey, innit?
We got some cute pics, and he like kissed my hand and stuff. He likes
Oh
flirting
yeah,
with
he's
Mickey,
very
doesn't he?
flirty, yeah. Give him that.
It's alright when Minnie's away. As soon as Minnie's back turns, she's like kissing him.
He's like, ooh. My number 3 is Pluto.
time?
The time when we met him at
Hollywood
Studios outside
They
Disney's
did lots of dancing, didn't
Junior Park, yeah. He was like full of beans, full of like
Dancing.
dog biscuits or whatever he's had.
he?
It was,
Snacks.
yeah, he was on it. What a great character meet and greet. That were brilliant, really good.
My number 4 was a bit of a different one.
Number 4, I've gone to 3.
Oh, sorry, number 2. My number 2 was when we were, it's like a bit of a sad one, when we were leaving Magic Kingdom on the last day, and all the characters on the balcony, and they do it quite often in the daytime around the parades and stuff, and they're all waving. It was like the whole gang, and I was like, but it actually made me really sad. It was like one of my favourite moments as well, because it was just so sweet, because it was like we were leaving like Disney World forever.
Yeah.
Oh, not forever.
We
but
didn't even
first
plan
trip.
like, oh, they're going to come out roughly at this time.
And it was like they probably just meant to be there to wave us out.
I didn't like video it, but when we actually officially walked out of Magic Kingdom, we didn't say anything to each other and we started crying, didn't we? Like,
We don't cry, like
We're like,
neither of us
what
cry
we
at all.
doing? What
We're
we
like,
doing?
why are we crying?
just love it so much.
I cried on the plane as well.
Oh yeah.
Well, I could
You
see the
park?
fireworks.
Yeah,
the
fireworks
fireworks
are
were going on and I was like,
Ah, damn you, Disney.
there's nothing like sadder than leaving Disney World. It's just,
No, it's awful.
heartbreaking.
It's awful. My number 2 is Chip and Dale. Like both of them together, they were amazing at Hollywood Studios and Garden Grill. Garden Grill is where like you just have like banter and that, just like who's cheeky and stuff like that. Dead like interactive. And then Hollywood Studios, brilliant. Where they like in that little park thing, doing that picnic, and they came in over to us like, well, I think it was Chip, wasn't it? I came over like getting mad, like I haven't like proposed to you or anything like that. But yeah, dead funny. And then when we finished watching One Man's Dream in the cinema, we were just like sitting down and they walked past, weren't they? We like Chip were like trying on my flip flops, and they were like giving you.
This is my number one interaction.
Least,
it came over, and we were just like,
good.
we were just after we got the hurricane announcement, we were just talking about it, and then they came stumbling over, and then they were just like, I just kind of saw him hand me something. It was just like a leaf. I was like, oh hi! I didn't even realise they were there. And like you say, you were trying your shoes on.
Yeah,
I have to
so
confess,
funny.
I forget which one Chip and Dale is all the time.
Dale's the one like the goofy teeth and red nose. Chip's one with nice straight teeth.
He's
and black
explained
nose.
this to me a million times, and I'm still like, hi Chip or Dale. So yeah, that was my number one character interaction of this trip. And what was your number?
My number one was Donald. I just love the guy.
He's number one?
Just like
He's
my
number
guy.
one?
Yeah, he's always number one, and they've always been number one for me. He's just got good banter. He does get a bit mad sometimes, like
A bit like you.
Yeah, a bit me.
Very
Little
similar
tantrums.
Very
But
similar
yeah,
to-
he's like gives the best cuddles.
You said that about Sully.
Yeah, I know, but it's just something about Donald. I like how cheeky he is, and yeah, we've got quite similarities. I'd say.
Similar.
I think that's why he's number one for me. But yeah, characters done and dusted. I think that's it. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. Means a lot if you do. And yeah, can't
Any
wait
more
for
questions? Put them in the
fire them down. We'll answer them. We will answer them. And or Instagram, like we'll get back to you. So yeah, thanks for watching. Till then, we get up and we go again. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.